Hello, Phys Ed class. Today, we're going to be talking about hand-eye coordination. Let's go! Welcome to another online virtual phys ed class. For our warm-up today, we're going to be doing a slider workout. Then we're going to talk a little bit about hand-eye coordination. We're going to be moving into doing some basketball dribbling. And our action today, I'm going to give you some hand-eye coordination drills. I call them juggling drills. And we'll finish off with a shooting challenge. Here are the materials that you will need. If a skipping rope, if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. You need sliders. Okay, sliders are anything that can slide on the ground. Now, if you're on carpet, your socks or hardwood floor actually would probably work better. If you're on hardwood floor or tile floor, your foot might slide if you just put a pair of wool socks on or something. But on carpet, you might need a slider. I don't know if you remember these guys from last year. These are the sliders that I made last year when we were doing our online learning. All I did to make these is I just took some, this was Bristol board, but you could take a cardboard box, just run it to the recycling bin. You could trace using a plate, just trace a circle, cut it out. You've got homemade sliders, they're free. Mr. E got all fancy-wancy over the summer and bought some. You'll also need some balls. These are lacrosse balls. If you don't need lacrosse balls, but if you don't have balls, like tennis balls would work good, baseball would work pretty good. But if you don't have a small ball like this, you could just use socks like we've been using for our shooting challenges. Okay, so you need 3 rolled up socks. And some of you might benefit from having maybe a plastic bag, 1 or 2 plastic bags, okay? I think that's it for materials. If you've got to go grab them, just push pause, bring the materials back, and we'll get going. All right, hopefully you have your materials. I'm just going to set the sliders and the balls to the side for now because we're going to start off with skipping. Okay, so our warm-up is we're going to do a minute's worth of skipping. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer for 1 minute. Let's see if we can do that together. If you don't have a skipping rope, just use your imaginary virtual skipping rope. Okay, you get the same thing. All we're trying to do is just get that heart rate up, get the blood pumping. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's start skipping. See if you can last the whole minute. I make a mistake right as I say it. I absolutely love skipping. I like doing tricks with skipping ropes. This is another good activity to work on hand-eye coordination. Just working on coordination in general. You don't have to do tricks like I'm doing right now. If you just gotta skip, just skip. I get bored. Just jump up and down. I gotta switch it up. Here we go, that's a minute. I'm already starting to breathe a little bit heavier, which is good. That's exactly what we want. Okay, I don't need the rope. Next thing on my list is mountain climbers. This is where you need your sliders. If you've got fancy ones like me, awesome. If you don't, hopefully you have your homemade, or a good pair of thick socks on a hardwood floor would work fantastic. All right, mountain climbers. We're gonna get into a push-up position, and we're gonna switch these legs back and forth. Let's see if we can do that for a full minute. We ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Try to keep your stomach tight, flexed. Don't let your body droop down or go up. Okay? Try to keep your head in a neutral position. Okay? What I don't want to see is your head dropping down like this. Okay? Keep your head in a nice neutral position. Woo! I'm getting tired. Oh, I need a little break there. 20 seconds to go. Oh, yeah. Feeling that one. Woo! There we go. That's a minute. Oh, that's good. All right, our next exercise. Slide lunge with a skater stride. Okay, here's what I mean by that. I'm going to start here with my my left leg is going to stay on the ground. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out with this slider as far as I can out front, and then as far as I can to the left, and without my other foot touching the ground, I want to do 5 strides. So what I mean by that is, if you're a hockey player, imagine you're pushing off like you're skating. Okay, so I'm going to stride, 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 stride. Oh, let's count. I think I want 5. Okay. Then after those 5, I'm going to try and bring those sliders back to the middle here. And now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to push them out behind me. Okay? And then I'm going to stride. Stride. Ooh, I lost my balance there. Stride. Stride and bring them back. Okay, we're going to try and do that for a minute with each leg. Okay? And let's see if we can keep our left foot on the ground. And the only time our right foot touches the ground is when we're bringing those sliders back. Okay? If you do that right, you're really going to feel a burn. Okay, we ready? Whew. Gotta psych myself up here. I did this one on the weekend. And I don't know if it's this exercise or not, but my hip flexors in here are absolutely killing me today. Okay, here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, slide, slide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bring it back, and backwards. Really reach it out there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, my left calf right now is just burning. Just burning. Oh. I think I forgot to start the timer. Oh, 10 seconds. Here we go. Oh man, that's time. Wow, my left leg is on fire. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing now with the other leg. So now my right leg's gonna stay planted. My left leg's gonna do all that work. Whew. All right, we ready? See if you can keep good balance here. If you're finding that you're, not very stable, remember what we talked about in earlier years? What your eyes should be doing. Try to find something in front of you, not below or above, something in front of you that's not moving, and focus on that object that's not moving. So behind me, I've got a whole rack of sports equipment. I've got a basketball on a shelf there behind me, so I can just focus on that basketball that's not moving. That'll help me keep my balance. Here we go. We ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Reach, reach, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slide those back, and let's get them behind. Really reach out. This one here, really reach out, and 1, 2, 3, oh darn, 4, and 5. Oh. Okay, and in front, reach, and reach. Oh, my right leg's burning. Here we go. 1, that's time. 2, 3, oh, gonna finish it out. 4, 5. Woo! Oh yeah, it's good. All right, last exercise here. Whoops. Our last one's called slide out push-ups. All right, you're gonna get on your knees, okay? You're gonna put your hands on the sliders, and you're gonna slide forward, forward. And what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to just kind of flop down onto the ground. I want you to try to control your landing all the way out, okay? So I gotta keep a really strong, tight tummy, okay? And I'm gonna reach, 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 keep holding, keep holding, keep holding, keep holding, keep holding, okay? And then when I get my belly on the ground, I'm gonna slide this out, and I'm gonna come up, push myself up like I was doing a push-up. Okay, we're gonna do that for 60 seconds. Are you ready with me? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Control, 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 control. And slide it around. Push it up. Now, if anybody out there, I'm on my knees, but I know some of you guys are pretty fit and strong. If you want a real challenge, try getting up onto your toes and do the same. Oh, yeah, I just don't have the, I want to say I don't have the strength, but I think it's more, I got too much junk in the trunk here. All right, we're sliding out. Slide, 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 slide. There we go. And push it up. Slide, slide, slide. Keep a tight, strong tummy. And push it up. I can feel sweat now. Oh, that's time. We'll just finish this last one here. There we go. And push it up. Whew. All right. I am definitely warmed up. I'm breathing heavy. I can feel sweat on my forehead. I can feel my heart pumping. All right, let's talk a little bit about hand-eye coordination. Hand-eye coordination is anytime we've got our eyes, our hands working together with our brain. Okay, so we got all those things working together. Okay, and we're going to do a few drills today that aren't necessarily specific to basketball per se. Like you're probably, when I say probably, that's a silly word. You're never going to be going down the court juggling basketballs, okay? It's not something you're gonna do. But what this does do is it creates a relationship between you and the ball, okay? And that's what we're trying to do. I want the ball to feel comfortable in your hands, okay? Having that physical literacy. We talk about being good with reading and writing. Well, it's good. We have to be able to work with our body too, okay? So I want you to become one with the ball. Build your confidence there. Now, if you're a little bit more trained here, you might want to use balls like I'm using, okay? But because these balls are a little bit heavier, okay, and harder, they move pretty fast, okay? If you're having trouble with that, that's where these plastic bags come in, okay? I can scrunch them up into little balls, and they'll just be a little bit slower, okay? A little bit slower until I feel confident and comfortable with the bag. I can move to the balls. Now, if scrunching them up into a ball is still difficult, if I open them up, okay? Watch this. When I throw this in the air, look how slow that is, okay? Slow that is. So here are our juggling drills. This is what I'd like you to do. You decide what you want to use, whether it be the bags, whether it be the balls, and in between would even be maybe the socks, okay? We're going to start with one ball, and all I want you to do is just practice tossing it up in the air and catching it. Up in the air and catching it. Now the key here is, especially if you're new, don't take your eye off that ball, okay? I want you to watch it pop into your hand, okay? Try to keep really good control. I don't want that ball going too high, okay? I don't want it too low. I want it getting to right about forehead height. Up and down, up and down. I don't want it coming to the side, okay? Either side. Control that ball, okay? Do that for about, you can set your timer. You can do that for about a minute. Up and down, up and down. Then we can switch to our left hand. Same thing, okay? Up and down, up and down, all right? Now you probably have one side that's stronger than the other, okay? So for me, my right hand is my stronger, I feel more comfortable tossing and catching with my right hand. But if I want to be a really strong athlete, okay, everything that I can do with this hand, I should be able to do with my other hand too. So what often happens with people is they like to practice things that they're good at. Okay? So instead of working on left hand, I keep working on the hand I'm already good at. Kind of defeats the purpose of practice. Okay? So let's really focus on that bad hand. Okay? All right. Now what we can try to do here, you can do that for about a minute. Then what we can try to do is just try doing alternating hands. Okay? Back and forth. Back and forth. Keep your eye on that ball. Back and forth. Back and forth. Okay? Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay? And if you're using the bags and you're finding that, you know, it's getting a little bit easier, you can scrunch them down into little balls, okay, to make it a little bit more challenging. Or you can maybe move on to socks, or if you have tennis balls or ball hockey balls, lacrosse balls, okay, whatever you need to do to keep make sure you're challenged, okay? I don't want it to be so hard that you can't do it, but I don't want it to be too super easy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do that for about a minute, back and forth, back and forth. Now, let's see if we can toss both balls up in the air and catch, okay, together, okay? So up, down, up, down. Now that's a little bit more tricky, okay, because I can't really look at both balls at the same time. So it's important that I've got really good control. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to look right through the balls. With the little kids, I talk about using their their super secret, their superhero power, okay? It's called our peripheral vision. So like right now, even though I'm looking at the camera, when I put my hands out to the side and wiggle my fingers, even though I'm looking straight ahead, I can see that movement happening, okay? So I want to engage, that's called your peripheral vision, okay? And humans can see, we can almost see 180 degrees around, which is kind of cool, okay? So I'm trying to activate that part of my brain. So I'm looking at the camera, and I'm using my peripheral vision to see both balls at the same time. Oh, there's a bad example. Okay, so up and down, up and down. You can do that for about a minute. Okay, and now what we can try to do, let's see, this, I don't know, this will be a tough one with the balls. You might have to move to the bags. Let's see if you can do alternating hands. Okay, so I'm gonna, ooh, look at that. I should have quit while I was ahead. Okay, so the bags might want to start with the bags with this one. Okay, so alternating hands, alternating hands. Okay, we want to have good control here. Okay, so the reason why I keep missing, remember this is my bad hand. I don't have a very good controlled toss with my left hand. That's why I keep missing on that side. Okay, there we go. All right, now I got a good control toss. Excellent. Okay, so do that for about a minute, and then the last one you can try. Okay, instead of tossing at the same time, I want you to toss one at a time. But before you catch, so I'm going to toss. Before I catch it, I want to switch it over. So toss and pop, toss, 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 toss. Now I'm starting with my right hand right now. Toss, 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 toss. Okay, now I'm going to start with my left hand. Toss, toss. Ooh. Toss, toss. Toss, toss. Toss, toss. Okay, you can do that for about a minute each side. Okay, that's a good place for us to stop today. So I want you to practice those drills. Okay, so remember we were doing one hand at a time, one hand at a time. We were doing both hands. Okay, we were switching together. Okay, and then we were doing that toss, toss. Okay, I want you to work through each one of those for about a minute. And then with any remaining time, I want you to do any of the shooting challenges that we've done so far. Okay, you can do your favorite one. You can do, I taught you one and we did 4 from your classmates. Okay, so there's 5 to choose from. Or you could do the one that you made up. Okay, so with whatever time's left, I want you to work on a shooting challenge. And then just before class ends, make sure you pop into the forum for today. Let me know how you did with all of today's activities. Okay, great job, guys. Keep working hard. We'll see you later.